Hi my lovelies, it's Kiarra here. I just got back from an audition and I thought I would kind of show you how that's been going on in my city during COVID. So I was really impressed with how the audition went. Let me get my mask. So this was for a car commercial, so there weren't any lines exactly. It was just kind of a personality read where I talked to the camera. And I decided to show up, obviously wearing my mask. And while I was inside, let me just put it on. Hope you guys can still hear me. So when I got to the casting agency's building, I had to go in. There were no people around or in the reception. They had a sign up saying to let them know that you were there. I did, and there were 2 people waiting there inside the recording room. And they opened the door for me to go in, and then as I went in, they moved within 6 feet, to keep the distance up, and they passed the line. Once they passed the line, I could get to my spot in front of the camera and take off my mask. They were both wearing masks, and the one who opened the door for me, she was wearing a visor as well on top of her mask. Felt very, very safe, very professional. Was very, very happy with that process. Came in and they asked me to talk about my camping experiences, or things I like to do on the weekend or whatever. I talked about my family owning a campground when I was a kid, in and out. The whole thing probably took maybe no more than 10 minutes, and I doubt it was even that much. By the time they were ready for me to go in, that was probably about 7 minutes. And I also had to do my slate, and then they wanted to see my hands, which I forgot to put lotion on because I washed my hands so many times. I put lotion on this morning, but I washed my hands and my hands are already kind of dry, and I just trimmed them super short. I usually have really, really nice nails, but I just trimmed them really short because I've been picking at my face. I'm trying to stop doing that. So that was my way to stop myself, filing them down smooth but not so sharp. But oh my gosh, and then so this is the outfit that I'm wearing. I'll probably get a better selfie shot and cut it in right here. So I was supposed to dress up in winter gear because it's going to be filmed in the winter, or the theme of it is going to be in the winter for this car commercial. And I was putting on my makeup this morning, and the applicator of my foundation squirted out the side all over my sweater. Hang on, that was work. Okay, back. Like I've said before, I'm a audition engineer, a software test audition engineer. I just take some tests for switching to staging, but because it's audition, I just get started and then it goes. It's kind of nice. But so I was putting on my makeup this morning, stupidly wearing my sweater, and I actually had the idea of when I was putting on my makeup, should I be wearing my sweater while I put on my makeup? But nothing bad has ever happened before until this disaster. Very disappointing. So I actually ended up being a little bit late to my audition. Luckily, whoever was there before me went long, but I had to figure out something else to wear. And I got this, which is my new jacket shirt type thing that I found on ThredUp, actually. And it's a designer, I don't remember who. And it is the first designer outfit I have ever owned. Got it on super sale at ThredUp, so I highly recommend that. Obviously this video is not sponsored by anybody because I am sponsored by nobody because I am not anybody to be sponsored. Although if you want to sponsor me, go ahead. Good investment. Yeah, so that was my quick audition process here in Denver, Colorado. Our case rates are rising. Our COVID case, we're in the midst of the pandemic at this point. Our COVID rates are rising in the state right now. We passed a 5% positivity rate a few days ago. We had a really good lockdown. We've had really good response. We had good testing. People have been wearing their masks. It's all good. So we had been pretty safe, but because we're starting to creep back up again, we're in our 3rd peak. I wouldn't be surprised if things start shutting down again. So it's nice to be able to go to these auditions in person. I honestly like it way more than just talking to a camera, which is what I'm doing right now. But I think that we're probably going to be going back to that. I hope not. I hope that we're able to get a handle on it, but we're probably going to have to go back to doing in-person remote auditions, which is pretty sad. Although I will say, remote auditions do make things a lot more accessible to a lot more people, especially for somebody like me who has a regular full-time job on top of her acting career. So yeah, that's my little update. If you guys want to know anything more about what it's like to be an actor in a small city, let me know. I think it's pretty great, honestly. I just imagine that if I were an actor in like Hollywood or New York City, it would be way more stressful. Nobody's like moving to Denver to be an actor, you know? Although, well, now maybe people will. Who knows? Yeah, so let me know if you want any more of these videos. I am going to go back to work now. Just wanted to give you a quick little update. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.